Um, just a minute, let me test it. Okay, okay. Hello. Okay. Hello. Okay. All good. Uh, okay, let's do it. No data. What does it mean? Cat cam. Where is cat cam? Cat cam. I don't have cat cam, bro. Okay. Uh, just a minute. Okay. 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 All good. Get out. Lead. Yes. No. No. Striver. Striver SD. Just now I'm starting. Just starting out. Let's see where it goes. I'm planning to do 3 questions every day or 4 questions every day. Okay. Mm, okay. Got it. Let's do it. Okay. So given an integer num rows, return the first num rows of Pascal's triangle. Okay. Uh, first num rows. Okay. Output one. Oh. Okay. Okay. Got it. Got it. Got it. First I'll draw it and I. Okay. So the default is one, 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 two, one. Okay. So dear mom. So this is a pattern. Means uh, bro, why can't I see here? No data. Oh, okay, okay. This one. So Pascal's triangle. What happened? What expected? Why? 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 Man, painful man. is that common FPS values. No issues in the stream. Is it coming in 1440? Okay. Is it in 1440 or 1080? Okay, fine, fine. Okay, got it, got it. Okay, okay, fine, fine. I'll zoom in a bit. Okay. So Pascal's triangle. Okay, so how do I do it? How do I approach this? Uh, Recursion. We can do Pascal's triangle. So every time we go down, நம்ம அதோட முன்னாடி இருக்கிறதும் பின்னாடி இருக்கிறதும் அதுக்கப்புறமா அதுதான் பார்க்கணுமா? So 1 2, so 1 2 plus 1 is 3, 2 plus 1 is 3, and 3 1 3 1 1 4 6 4 1, correct? Yes, correct. Okay, so how do I achieve this? I think chat I have to take it out. Okay bro, chill out. Now how to activate this? Windows. Control T. Okay. Okay, got it. Okay. Daddy. First. Oh shit, shit, shit. Okay. Okay. So let's approach what way we can do this. So we are given a list. Okay. I don't know how list works in Java. Okay. So 1 2. Um, so 1. So இங்க -1 +1. Okay. So இங்க -1 +1. So அப்படியே இப்படி வருமா? Okay. Okay. How do I do it, bro? How do I do it? Pseudocode எழுதணுமா? Pseudocode. So let's see. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. So check if this is the first element. First element now only you have to check the right side. Okay, so if it's right side is 1, put 1. And if it's the last element, check only left side. Okay, but on the first first row will have 1, only one element. Second row will have 2 elements, so அதுல எந்த பிரச்சனை இல்லை, I don't think. Okay. Okay, got it. We'll take first. Create a list. Java அது C++ மாதிரி இருக்கு. Just every time வந்து increase ஆயிட்டே இருக்குமா? Okay. Every time next போனோம்னா first will be 0, first will be 1, second will be 2, third will be 3, fourth will be 4. Okay, so it will be gradually increasing till the number of rows. I is equal to 1, I lesser than or equal to num rows, I plus plus. So if it's 5 na 1 2 3 4 5 இருக்கணும். Okay, correct. If I not equal to 1, then if okay, 5 not equal to 1 la. First iteration. Okay. So J. So okay, first J. So if okay, the first term the first iterations from second iteration. So okay, from first I'll start. So if I okay, first vector so first second and start one. So if j is if j equal to 0, then I need it to I just need it to be 1. So 1 then I don't know. Let's just put 1 directly. Each iter dot I don't know how list works for 1 minute. Add, okay. Uh, uh, uh. ஓ இப்படி தான் கிரியேட் பண்ணுமா? ஓ array list. Okay. கரெக்ட் தானா? array list. Else um add what is this? Pass try. Pass try. Uh, of I minus 1. So current iteration order before iteration of uh, current j order before j minus 1 plus, so again the same thing but j plus 1. Okay, I don't know this. I'm just trying out because I'm learning. So let's see how it works. I'm 200% sure this won't work, but just trying out. Okay. So what we did is we created a 2D array, 2D list, and if the number of rows is less than or equal to 0, then we return the empty list. Okay. So for int I is equal to 1, so 1 ல இருந்து till the number of rows iterating. So each iteration like this rows. So for each row we are creating a single one more list. Okay, and this list will contain an integer. Uh, okay, first what we are doing, we are taking j is equal to 0. J is less than number of rows. Uh-huh. No, this is wrong. I think j is equal to less than number of less than I. It's not equal to so 0 na. So it's first 0 na. Yeah, it's true. Okay, I think this is correct. So int j is equal to 0. J is less than I. Yes, it's less than I because I is equal to 1. So j is less than I. True. So first it'll do 1. So if j is equal to 0, no. So oh, correct. Maybe okay. J is equal to 0. Add 1. Okay, or else last also we can do that. Um, mm, mm, or j is equal to I minus 1. Bro, I forgot the syntax. J is equal to I minus 1. The or else the earlier. So okay, let's see the problem later. I think it's that one, bro. Pretty sure. Yeah. J is equal to I minus 1. So I minus 1, the first case, just 1. So add 1. So whenever, for example, if we take the fourth one, so I will be 1, 2, 3, 4, and J will be 3. So 3 இருந்துச்சுன்னா 1 போட்டுக்கோன்னு அர்த்தம். Okay, got it. So else we add each iter of so for example if it's shit. Okay, so we'll just go one step by step. So what will happen? So first time I will be 1 and j will be 0, and the for loop will execute if j is equal to 1. If j is equal to 0, j is equal to j is 0 தான் இப்போ. So add 1. Okay, so we got the first list, and what we do finally we append the list, right? So we pass try dot add this list, which is each iter. Let's see how it works. uh, okay, so every time the loop completes, we add that no, sorry, I should come outside the loop. Okay, every time the loop completes and the array is completed, this array will be added into the starting array. Okay, so what we'll do, so j is equal to 0. So j is equal to 0 na, each iter dot add 1. So first 1 will be added, the first iteration. So I'll just take notes. It's better. We'll understand the code. So 1 will be added now. Okay, 1 will be added now. So else on execute if executed. So pass try dot add each iter. So this will be added into our array. Sorry, array list. Okay, now what we'll do? Second one. So I is equal to 2 now. So this I is equal to 1. Is now I is equal to 2. So now what happens? I is equal to 2, right? So now again a new list is created. For int j is equal to 0. Uh, j is equal to 0, right? So first iteration. So j is equal to 0. Uh, that is true. And if j is equal to 0, that is true. Each iter dot add 1. So first we'll what we'll do? We'll do 1. Okay, wow. So 1 add பண்ணியாச்சு. Now again the loop will go. Now j is equal to 1. Now j is equal to 1 is still lesser than I is 2. So now again j is equal to 0 ன்னு பார்க்கும். No, j is not equal to 0. Is j is equal to I minus 1? I minus 1 is 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. j 1 இருக்கு. And it's true. Again add I. So 1 comma 1. Okay, wow. Now I is equal to 3. Now I is equal to 3 னும்போது again same thing. First 1 will be added. 1 will be added. That's true. But now j is equal to 1 and j is equal to 1 and also j is not equal to I minus 1. So now else statement will execute. So each iteration dot add. Now what we'll do, what we're doing is we are taking the I minus 1th list in the main 2D list, which is so now I is equal to 3. So I minus 1 na I minus 1 na 2 ஆனா 2 எடுக்கக்கூடாது. So I minus 2 போடணும் இங்க because we are taking 1 here, right? So the indexing will be 0 1 2 3. So I minus 2, which is we are taking now this one. I minus 2 now I is 3, so 1, so 1 வந்துரும். So 3 minus 2 is 3 minus 2 is 1. So the first is 1 comma 1. So we're taking this list, pass try dot this list. In the list order j minus 1. So which is j right now is 1. So 1 minus 1 is 0. So the 0th element of the second array, which is 1, will be added with the uh, uh, j plus 1. What is j plus 1? Okay, so now this is wait one. So j minus 1 is j is 1, so 1 is 1. J plus 1 na it will be taking, what will be taking 2. So 2 1 come. So hello bro, what's up? uh, I so we'll do so j alone. So this will be j alone. So j is 1 means so 0 comma 1. So this will do, this both will be added and we'll add 2 in this and again we'll get 1. So we'll close this. So now I is equal to 4. So now this time we'll do the same thing again. uh, let's do the same thing again. So again 1 and again this time what will happen is so now j is equal to 1. J is equal to 1 in the sense I minus 2 is 4 minus 2 is 2. So the this array will be taken and this arrays j minus 1 is 1 minus 1 is 0. So 1 plus j is now 1. So 1 1, so 1 plus 2 is 3. So again what it will do, Yeah, bro. Lead code and using the Striver SD sheet to get everything a bit faster, I think. I'm using this and I'm using this link and I'm doing in lead. I'm not pretty good, bro. I'm just learning. Don't do I2, which is what is I2? Yeah, that's true. No, yeah, I minus one. Yeah, here why I'm doing I minus two is because I'm iterating from I is equal to one. So right when this yeah when this is executing when this is executing it will be pointing to the next element, not the zeroth index element. That's why I'm using I minus two here. If I'm using zero here, I'll be using minus one. That's why. I'm just working out, bro, because I'm not very good at DSA. I'm just learning how to do it. And I'm also not good in Java. I know C++ and Python, so I'm trying to learn Java also. So yeah, it's okay, bro. My bad. Three. Um, Again, what will happen is we take j is equal to 2. Now this time j is equal to 2 now. J is equal to 2. So what will happen? Uh, so j minus 1. So it's 1. Just 2. So 2 plus again j. So again 3. Again 1. Oh my god. This might. What if this just works? It won't work. Oh, what happened? If num rows. Okay. Array required, but list integer found. Okay. Each iter dot add pass try. How do I get? Uh, 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 uh. How do I access the elements? Is there any idea? Oh, get. Oh, how to use a function. I can't directly get it then. Element at index 1 is Python. Okay. Um. Okay. Sorry. So dot list dot get. So I have to use this one. Okay. So if I use that here, wait, let me just check. How do I do it? Let's use ChatGPT. I have oh my god. Dude, what happened to ChatGPT? Yeah, so uh, uh, no, it's not defining, bro. I'm asking about how to access these elements. Yeah, dot get only, but how do I get two elements? Oh, dot get. Oh, dot get. Dot get. Okay, got it. Got it. Totally got it. Why is Java making everything complex, bro? Ah, ah. Dot get. Even C++ is easier. More logical with its. Yeah, that's true. Even C++, dude. Like, it's very good. So again, the same thing, right? Let's do this. Let's copy. Paste here. What? Missing. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, shit. Return. Past. Bro, what? Don't tell me we just got it. What the fuck? Bro, I didn't know this was possible, bro. What the fuck? Dude, I didn't even see the solution. Holy shit. Getting good. Yeah. Oh my god. Now I will go see the optimized solutions. I don't know how to optimize it. Dude, serialized. Do you have a YouTube channel channel or something? No? I did shorts, okay. Okay. Dude, seems like you're more talented, dude. And one more thing, do you have any idea if we could like see this video in stream? Is there any will there be any like copyright strike or something for this video? Will something happen?
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope
Okay, I hope not, dude. I hope not. Again, I have to stop streaming, start streaming, a lot of stuff. Only when your stream is on monetization. No, actually, sometimes if you play songs or something, it'll get the stream will get stopped and it'll say copyright strike, copyright issue, something like that. That's why I'm kind of concerned about it. Okay, I'll play it then. I don't know.
you guys are doing extremely well. So this is another lecture from the Strivers A to Z DSA course. Just in case you're for the first time here, this is world's most in-depth course when we talk about DS Algo. Why do I say that? This course has
Chill guy.
455 modules. By the end of the course, you'll have solved more than 400 plus problems in DS Algo. You can go over the entire. So there are 4 middles. I'd ask you, print any nth row of the Pascal triangle. Nth row of Pascal triangle. Imagine I give you n as 5. So what will be the fifth row? It will be this one. So what you need to return is, you just need to return 1, 4, 6, 4, 1. This is the second type of problem. What can be the third type? The third type will be print the entire Pascal triangle. Given
I think the
n,
optimal will
given
be
n,
recursion.
print the entire triangle. So imagine I give you n as 6. In that case, you have to print the entire triangle. Got it? So let us solve the first question. And the first question, it is stating, given R and C, you have to tell me the element at that row number and the column number. Is nothing but n factorial by r minus 1 at R and C. And that kind of makes sense. And that is the brute force solution, which we will be doing at the third type. In that case, you have to print the entire triangle. Got it? So let us solve the first question. And the first question, it is stating, given R and C, you have to tell me the element at that row number and the column number. So one of the traditional ways is, you say that you're going to generate the entire triangle and then get the value at R and C. And that kind of makes sense. And that is the brute force solution, which we will be doing at the third type. But do we have an easier way? Yes, we do have.
Okay,
There's a
okay.
very
I don't understand. The question is to print the entire triangle, right? Till that number, and he's doing uh okay. So this is like different questions. He has different formats of the question, I think. Okay, got it.
simple formula to it. So if you're given the row number, then you do an R minus 1. And if you're given the column number, you do a column minus 1. And you say R minus 1 combination of C minus 1. So I'm sure that you know the NCR. So in mathematics, NCR is nothing but n factorial by R factorial into n minus R factorial. I hope you know that, right?
Okay.
And how do you find this out easily? Because over here, we know for this, the answer is this. So if you're given 5, what you'll do is 5 minus 1 is 4. C minus 1 is 3 minus 1 is 2. So the answer is 4C2. And the value of 4C2 is nothing but 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. According to n factorial, what's the value of R factorial? 2 into 1. And then it says n minus R, which is 4 minus 2. So another 2 factorial. It's basically 2 and 2 gets off, and 2 and 2. So the value is 6, which is ideally the value. If you carefully see, that is the value, right? So we know the formula. But how do you find it out? One of the easiest ways is, you figure out n factorial, you figure out R factorial, you figure out n minus R factorial. And what you do is,
mathematics.
numerator by denominator 1 into denominator 2. But how do you find it out? One of the easiest ways is, you figure out n factorial, you figure out R factorial, you figure out n minus R factorial. And what you do is, numerator by denominator 1 into denominator 2. And you know how to find out factorial. That's a very simple step. If you said n factorial, you run a loop for n. If you said R factorial, you run a loop till R. N minus R till n minus 1. So the simplest way to find out this value NCR is nothing but just n factorial, R factorial, and you just run loops. But that is the extreme brute force. Can we have a shortcut? We can. Let's have some observation. Imagine you give it 7C2. Formula states 7 factorial by 2 factorial into
5 factorial.
7 minus 2, which is 5 factorial. This is what the formula states. So if I have to write it, can I write it something like this?
7 into
7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. 7 factorial is this. 2 factorial can be written as 2 into 1. Into 5 factorial is 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Can I say this and this will go off always? And the remaining values will be 7 into 6 and 2 into 1. Something carefully to observe. This one went for 2 places, like 2 into 1. So from 7, you go 2 places. So what is the shortcut that you noticed? If I take 10C3, what you'll always do is, you will say 3 went 3 places. 3 into 2 into 1. So 10 will also go 3 places. 10 into 9 into 8.
Ah, okay.
So this is the shortcut that you will be applying.
What
Okay.
the fuck?
But 9
This
into
is not a
what
shortcut,
you'll
bro.
always do. What is the shortcut that
I
you
don't
noticed?
understand.
If I take 10C3, what you'll always do
Ah,
is
okay, in
you'll
programming.
say
Okay, got it.
3 went 3 places. 3 into 2 into 1. So 10 will also go 3 places. 10 into 9 into 8. So this is the shortcut that you will be applying. Okay. But make sure when you compute this using for loop, you should be computing from, like, in this sense, 10 by 1 into 9 by 2 into 8 by 3. Why is that? Because if you initially take 3 and you try to divide by 10, that will give you nothing. But if you initially take 10 by 1, it is divisible. Then if you take 10 into 9 by 2, 2 will kind of divide it. And then if you take 3, in 3 numbers, 1 will definitely be divisible by 3. And hence, it will be easier. So what will the code look like? Can I say, I know definitely one thing. If it is 3, I'll run it for 3 times. So let's go ahead and run it for 3 times. So can I say I equal to 0 and I'll run it till whatever, like if I have to write, probably I'll write the function. That will be a better job. So imagine I write a function which finds me NCR and it is taking N and it is taking R. Okay. And what we say is, okay, we have a numerator, or rather we can have a resultant as 1. Let's have a resultant as 1 and we run a loop from I equal to 0 and we will run till R. Okay, why? Because we know that if it is 3,
Okay.
we just run 3 times. So we'll run it like this. And initially what we will do is resultant equal to resultant into, if you carefully see, initially it was 10, which is basically
So
N,
into resultant minus
right?
1.
And then it was 9, which is basically nothing but 10 minus 1. Then it is 8, which is basically 10 minus 2. So whatever this I is, what you'll do is you'll say N minus I, because at the first time N is 10. So 10 minus 0 will be 10. At the next time, N is still 10, but I is 1, so it will be 9. So the numerator keeps on getting multiplied. And what you do is, once you've done the multiplication, you will go ahead and divide it with what value? It's going to be very simple. You say I plus 1. Why I plus 1? Whenever I is 0, the first time you take 1. Then whenever I is 1, you take 2.
Okay.
Whenever I is 2, you take 3. So apparently what will happen is, first time 10 and 1, then 9 by 2, then 8 by 3. And this will be done. Once this is done, you can return the result. And this will be your extreme brute force. If I ask you the time complexity, can I say the time complexity will be very simple? We're running a loop for big O of R. So in order to find NCR, the time complexity taken is big O of R and the space complexity taken is big O of 1. Please do not go ahead and run a loop like this, because this will be n factorial. If you go ahead and run a loop, it will take big O of n plus big O of R plus big O of n minus R, which might end up taking a lot of time. And also when you calculate n factorial, the values might be very big. Also remember one thing, for such problems, it's always safer to take the largest data type as long, so that there is no overflow. Got it? So I've written my function NCR. Now, in order to solve the first type, what I'll say is function NCR R minus 1 and C minus 1. If I pass these couple of parameters, what will happen is this NCR will find me the value of R minus 1 and C of C minus 1 and will give me the answer. And this is how you can easily solve the first type of problem. Now let's move to the second one. So what is the second type of problem stating? Print any given row. So imagine you've been asked to print
Just
the
one
sixth
row.
row.
Okay.
Let's carefully observe something. The first row has
No,
one
that
element.
is easy, I think. Yeah.
The second row has 2 elements.
Brute
The
force.
third row has 3. And similarly, the sixth row has 6 elements. Can I say n row, like the nth row rather, nth row will always have n elements.
Yeah.
I definitely can say that, right? So this is what we know at first, that we have to probably run a loop for n times. Now we know one thing for sure. Everyone has this formula of R minus 1 and C of C minus 1. We know that. So what we can do is the extreme brute force can be super simple.
What?
We
What?
say
What?
we know
What? What?
one thing we can do is everyone has this formula of r minus 1 and c of c minus 1. We know that. So what
I
we
don't know
can do
that.
is
What is that?
the extreme brute force can be super simple. We say we know one thing for sure. The column will start from 1 and the column will go till
What the fuck
the
is
number
that,
of
bro?
rows. And then we can do a column plus plus. And every time we can say rather print, not see out. We can easily say print. We will call the function which computes NCR. And what we will pass is, we will pass the row number which is n minus 1. And we know the formula is c minus 1. So c minus 1. And every time c changes, because for the first time c will be 1, then c will be 2. And apparently, it'll keep on printing
Okay,
this
okay.
one, then
Okay,
this
okay.
one, then this one, then this, then this. So
He's
what will
using
be
the
the time
previous
complexity
formula.
for this?
Okay, got it.
Can
Got
I
it.
say we are running a loop for n times? So it'll be n.
Okay, got
And
it,
we
got
know
it.
this function takes big O of r. So the time complexity will be n into r. This is where the interviewer will not be happy. He'll be like, why are you using formula repeatedly? Can you do it in a better way? And this is where we will try to optimize it.
Mhm.
Okay, so in order to optimize, we have to dive deep into the formula.
The
The
space
formula was
complexity
r
is what? 0 n into r. Okay.
into r. This is where the interviewer will not be happy. He'll be like, why are you using formula repeatedly? Can you do it in a better way? And this is where we will try to optimize it. Okay, so in order to optimize, we have to dive deep into the formula. The formula was r minus 1c and c minus 1, correct? So let's look at the first element. The first one is 1. Let's look at the next. It is 5. Probably I can write it as 5 by 1. Probably. What is the next one? 10. And that is at the third column. That's at the third column. What will be the formula? 6 minus 1, 5. C, 3 minus 2. 3 minus 1, 2. And it will be like 5 into 4 and 2 into 1. Can I say the 10 is coming from here, which is this formula? I can. So what did you add more? Did you add 4 into 1 more from the previous one? You did. So this one is this 5 is this, and this can be written as 5 into 4 and 1 into 2. I can. So we are done with the third column. It's time for the fourth column. In the fourth column, what will be the formula? N minus 1, 5, C, 4 minus 1, 3, 5, C, 3. So it will be like 3 into 2 into 1, correct? Or if I have to write it in the other way, it will be 1 into 2 into 3, and 5 will also go 3 times. So if you carefully see, what was the addition? This was already there in the previous one, and we just added this one. So, okay, fine. It'll be like 5 into 4 into 2 into 3 by 3. So there is an addition of this one. Okay, let's look at the next, at this one. So this is going to be like 5, C, what is this column? This is the fifth column. 5 minus 1, 4, 5, C, 4. So 1 into 2 into 3 into 4, and 5 into 4 into 3 into 2. So if you carefully observe, this was the answer for the previous one. So as of now, you are saying, please add an extra, this 2 by 4. Amazing. And you can keep going. So if you carefully observe, at first 5 by 1 got added. Next 4 by 2 got added. Next 3 by 3 got added. Next 2 by 4 got added. So if you start with answer equal to 1 at column 1, and at column 2, what happens? At column 2, you probably add a 5 by 1. And then at the next, you probably add a 4 by 2. And in the next, you probably add a 3 by 3. So if you can somehow figure out a formula to do this, I think our job will be pretty much done. So let's try to figure out a formula now. So what will be the formula? Let's try to think and see if we can analyze the formula. Something I know for sure. Now, what is the one thing that you know for sure? The one thing that I know for sure is the first element will be 1 and the last element will definitely be 1. So we don't have to think about the first and the last that much. But without it, we need to think about everyone else. Okay. So we probably can start with answer as 1. We can start with answer as 1.
Okay.
And in the first attempt, we are doing a 5 by 1. And the column number was 2. Column number was 2. So this is, okay, what if I take the columns in terms of zero based indexing? Will it be an easier job. Let's see. So let's write down the zero-based indexing. This is 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Does it make it easier? Yes, it does. Over here, 1 is here. Over here, 2 is here. Over here, 3 is here. Over here, 4 is here. Kind of makes it easy, right? And if you go ahead and write the next one, which is the fifth one, it will be like 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 was common. 1 into 3 into 4 will be common. The last one will be 5. And this one will be 1. So can I say what we are doing is answer into whatever is this column. We are always dividing it by column. Column, 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 column. Whatever was the previous answer, we are dividing it by column.
Okay.
What are we multiplying? We're multiplying at first 5, then 4. It's like if nth row is 6, can you relate? 6 becomes 5, reduction of 1. 6 becomes 4, reduction of 2. 6 becomes 3, reduction of 3. Can I say it's n, which is the row number? Or probably you can write row number. Row minus column. Yes, this is what you have to keep multiplying. If you do this, you'll be able to generate the entire row. So if I have to write it, it will be like, I know one thing for sure. Probably I'll write it again. I know one thing for sure, that for, rather, let's keep answer equal to 1. And I know one thing, that this will be my first. This will be my first, because for the 0th row, I know the answer will, 0th column, the answer will always be 1. So now I will start from, for I equal to 1, this is where I start from, and I will go on till the last, which is n, because the last one is 5th index and n was 6, so we go on till this. Perfect. And what will we do? We will say answer equal to, first we will try to multiply. What will we multiply? Obviously, this one, which is nothing but
Row
whatever
minus
is n
column
minus
by
this I, because this is I, so
by
minus. And then we will say answer equal to answer divided by I. Super simple. Once this for loop, like this for loop will always keep on printing, and this will print the entire thing. Pretty simple, isn't it? What did I do? I just kept on multiplying. First 5, then by 1. Then in the next step, 4 by 2. I kept on generating, and we kept on printing. So eventually we first print this, then this, then this, and then this. And we will end up printing the entire nth row of the Pascal triangle. Got it? If I talk about the time complexity, can I say the time complexity will be whatever is the number of rows, those many columns you have to print. So the time complexity will be big of n, and the space complexity will be big of 1. Quite simple. So you're done with the first and the second type. What about the third type? The third type is stating you'll be given n, and you have to print this entire Pascal. What 5, 10, 10. Then this is what you have to do. From 1 to. Why is that? Because for the first row it is 1 element. For the second row it is 2 elements. For the fifth it is 5 elements. For the row number, you can add it up. Add this up. Temporary list. And you can return, find it in the time and the state time blue at the where one and something you want to till the first at the triangle be definitely row number directly at answer. I've also written it something like this. Probably I'll just have answer row here, and I will just copy paste this portion and I'll put it over here. Now this will also run. This will, and I'll erase the function. This will also be submitted. And you might think I've given a correct solution, but that doesn't work like that. The interviewers will focus on your code quality. So please make sure if the code is getting longer, break it down into parts, put them into functions, like functions which are readable, so that the apples copy paste this, the list itself will get.
Okay, so what he is doing? Answer row. Okay. Okay. So he's making this entirely, this for loop entirely. think. Okay. Okay, no, no, this for loop. Okay, entirely. From this. Uh, what he's doing is taking the column 1 answer into row minus column answer is equal to answer by column answer dot push calculating. Okay, that is correct. So he's using mathematical formulas to do it, and I'm using direct get methods. Okay, this is actually, I don't know if it's better. Let's see this. Yeah, whatever he said. Should I change it? Should I try this? Okay. Hi, I like your videos. Keep growing. Keep helping us, bro. I'm not helping, bro. I'm just learning. If it helps you, then yeah, sure. You could join me if you like. Yeah, I'm streaming for those people who think they can't improve, and for example, I'll say I don't know DSA, and what if at the end of 30 days or something, I actually am able to do a lot of problems on my own without seeing the solutions. That will make people, you know, get motivated, right? That's the reason I'm doing these streams. I just started streaming, but I'll be doing it every day from now. Uh, um, Juniors. Okay, dude, it's very complex, man. Like, see, for learning to do anything, nowadays the industry standard is Java. Mostly is Java. In my like right now I'm applying for jobs. So everyone asks Java right now. No one actually cares about C++ anymore. But there are some companies which specifically ask for C++, and those are very few. Okay. So what you have to do is you have to select based on what company you're going to. If you don't know what company you're going to right now, you just want to get a good job or something, you definitely have to stick with Java, because we work in Java, and there are a lot of modules in Java like Spring Boot, for development. So those are very important. So Java is very 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 important, I think. Let's to consider learning in the first place. But C++ is way easier, and also I think it's better for beginners compared to Java, because in Java you have to remember a lot of things. But C++ you don't have to remember a lot of things. You just can go with the flow or something. But I'll prefer juniors to learn Java because I didn't learn Java
when I was a junior. So please, please do Java. See, right now I'm doing Java, right? I actually don't know Java, but I know C++ and Python. So I'm just using those, you know, those skills, and I'm trying to implement in Java. Java is quite simple if you know the other languages, but you know, for example, see here, like array list is there. It's a new data type, which I don't know actually. I didn't read the theory of this. And see, and for array list, we're using a function like add. We're using function like get. Okay, so these are like few things which we have to remember based on the data type. But in C++, you know, it's mostly for almost all the data types, it's almost the same. So in Python also, I think you know it's like append basically. It's like that. It's very simple. But here in Java, you have to remember a lot of different things, and you know, if for creating data type, we're declaring a data type, right? So we have to use new operator, sorry, new keyword, and we have to create an object of the class. Oh my God, a lot of things are there. But if you read in Java, it's you know comparatively better. Start directly with Java. Dude, go with Java. Just trust me, go with Java. But if you're going in the field of data analytics or something, then you have to go with Python. But still, I would prefer you to learn Java because Python you can just pick it up like this, dude. It's very easy. It's like super easy. But Java is it's kind of hard comparatively. So do that. Trust me, if you learn Java, everything else will be easier. Okay, dude. I don't understand. One more thing. You said. What would you suggest your juniors, dude? I'm not like some uncle or something, dude. I'm still, yeah. Hello, bro. Hello, RJ Tricks. What's up? What are you doing, bro? I'm doing this ST sheet, bro. This Striver ST sheet. Interview problems, it seems. So I'm trying for job. You know, I'm starting to trying for job. So I have to know DSA, right? So yeah. I'm doing lead code, but through this website. This is good. If you want, you can, you know, uh, use this for improvement because lead code has a lot of problems, lot of different problems, and you know, it's not ordered correctly. So we can use these type of websites to, you know, go in the flow, you know, learn in a flow. So that's why I'm using this. Yeah, bro, BTech student. Why, what happened? I want guidance for my internship. Please help me. What should I do? Any a project language should I learn? Yeah, I do definitely. What domain are you're looking for, like a development or data analytics or something else? Dude, I've completed my final year. I just completed my final year like last month, so I'm looking for a job now. So I'm applying for interviews and stuff. I'm in CS AI. I haven't started my second year. Oh, dude, you have a lot of time. Don't waste your time for, please, please don't waste your time. Trust me. Uh, oh, so now you're looking for yeah, dude, yeah. Which domain? I'm actually, you know, the thing is, I'm interested in every domain, but right now I'm good at development, like development in the sense full stack development. Uh, for example, you know, back end, front end, all that stuff. But I'm BCA फर्स्ट ईयर स्टूडेंट ब्रो अभी 13 जून से एग्ज़ाम है फिर सेकेंड ईयर मोन स्टैक डोमेन के से 13th जून Okay, second year merge stack domain KSA. Dude, what do you mean? I don't understand. Like, second year merge stack domain KSA means you can, you want to learn merge stack? Dude, and Chaudhary, please don't waste your time. Your first year students, please start as early as possible. You know, the best thing to do is at least learn for an hour a day, okay? I didn't do that. And please don't do the same mistakes. Please do, please avoid, not studying at least 1 hour. Just 1 hour, man. It'll change your life. The 1 hour will change your life. Trust me. Just a minute. Yeah, dude. I'm from South Side. Yeah. What do you mean South Side? Yeah, I'm from South Side only. Dude, but I understand Hindi, dude. No problem. I mean to say I'm going to be second year of BCA. And thinking of going into MERN stack learning. MERN is good field. Yeah, okay. So you're asking that. Okay, got it. See, dude, I'll let you know something. You're a first year student, okay? So when will you be completing your final? I think around maybe 3 year course or 4 year course, whatever. So 2025, so 2026, 20. No, no. I mean like the entire college. You'll be doing it by 4 years, right? So it'll be 2029, 2027. Okay, sorry, 2027. So 2028 or 2027. Okay, so yeah, so trust me, dude, it's gonna be very bad for Monstack. I'm pretty sure because Monstack is will be taken over by AI. I'm 100% sure, but at least not that soon. But yeah, it'll be taken over by AI. But the same time, in like companies, lower level companies won't take Munstack away, so they'll just use Munstack software developers. Okay, just yeah, yeah. See, thing is, just just imagine in a company. I think by now if you have used ChatGPT or something, right? So let's take for example, I'm a software developer. I'm a full stack developer. So what will I do? You know, have you used ChatGPT and you ask for make me a simple website or something? And what it'll do, it'll make a simple website and show you, right? If you give some prompts and if you like, "Yeah, I want navbar like this. I want my navbar elements to be on the right aligned, and I want the content should be on the center." If you say all this, it can make somewhat, a decent website. What developers will do? They will do this. They'll get the base template website. What they'll do, they'll just simply correct here and there, small mistake they'll correct, and they will get the exact result that they actually want, right? Just think about this. So if every work is done by AI and just simple correction is needed to be done by this developer, how many developers do you think the company will need? The 50 people are working in a company, and now AI does almost 90% of the work. So how many people would the company require now? Maybe like 10 people, maybe 5 to 10 people, right? That's the thing. The jobs will be there, but it won't be as demanding as the other fields, like service fields. Whatever, wherever you provide the service, right? Dude, I want a simple, easy job. 4 5 LPA is enough for me, so I want to learn something which have scope and easy to get. I'm so confused. What should I learn? Okay, dude, just concentrate on data analytics or something, dude. Trust me. See, data analytics, networking, cybersecurity, and maybe IoT, okay, AI, machine learning. All these are service fields. So wherever you provide service, in the sense, all these fields can't be individually developed, right? So for example, we'll take data analytics. We do data analytics for something else, okay? uh, we do cybersecurity for an application. We do IoT for a particular product. Okay, it's like that. So you're giving a service to a particular product or something, right? So these kind of services are only, will won't be developed by AI that soon. It will be developed by AI, but it won't be as soon as possible. Just do some service. So cybersecurity, data analytics, just do this, and networking. Because see, Baya, please give just second year guidance. What step should I take to get an internship, and what domain should I choose? Any other tips that you can share? I'm so confused, dude. No, I'm not preparing for a particular company. I'm preparing for every company I'm trying to apply. Off campus is very hard, dude. Very hard. It's really hard. Because no one cares. No one gives a single. Off campus is really hard because everyone goes. Yeah, everyone is confused. Yeah, sure. Dude, simple. Um, s- as a first year student, first know a programming language. That's a very, very important part. But you have to be very good at it. Okay, you should be able to solve any basic questions, not DSA level questions, just basic questions you have to be able to solve. Okay, DSA is very important for your interviews. So whenever going for an interview, you're giving an interview to someone. Everywhere DSA is very important, okay, because DSA will test your ability to perform, or they will test how much you have prepared, how much are you talented enough to solve a question given in a field, okay. So DSA is very important. So DSA is important in the sense, to solve DSA you need a programming language. To know a programming language, you have to choose a programming language, which I said was Java. you know it might vary based on your preference, but Java is the best, I would say. So just learn Java, learn DSA. You can give interviews, okay, easily. That's the starting part. Once you finish Java, now choose a domain. Data analytics is pretty good, okay. Why data analytics in the sense? See, data analytics is used in machine learning and AI also, okay. So whenever you're training a model or something, you need a proper training data, which you which you have to perform data analytics on, right? So you have to learn how to do data analytics. You have to learn how to control data. So for example, filter data, data mining basically. So you are searching for data only, which suits the particular problem in the hand, right? So data analytics is really good. So if you want to go for machine learning and AI, please do data analytics, because that's the base. Okay, so whenever you find some data analytics courses or something which is for free, don't do paid courses. That's not always good. So just find those data analytics courses. But if you're interested in networking, subnetting, network masking, um, other a lot of things are there. I don't know much about networking, but I'm interested, but I don't know. And those are good. But how can we reach to, dude? That is not a big deal. Interview, see, I'm also trying in off campus, right? It's not very hard. See, for internships, you can start applying anytime you want. Just have to first internship won't be that good. Just go to any company that you get on. So just try to get interviews from outside the college, from LinkedIn or something, or go to LinkedIn, see if someone is working in a company. Try to reach them, try to connect to them, message them, and ask if there is any open slot for an interviewee. Try to get a job, go in, try to learn, try to get the experience and put it in your resume. That's the major thing, right? Thank you. Bye. Keep growing. Hope for the best. Okay, up for you. Okay, good. Thank you. Dude, I've never got these many comments, dude, in my life. Thank you. Don't worry, dude. Tricks you can easily get it, but try to learn. Okay, every day try to learn. Just don't stop learning. Okay, never stop learning, dude. I play games a lot. Okay, because if you go to my channel, there'll be a lot of games. Okay, because I play a lot of games, and I actually messed up a lot because see, just 1 hour, 1 hour a day is more than enough. Just do that. Anything you want. For now, from third year, try to focus on a domain and do it. From for second year, completely just 1 hour a day is more than enough. Do anything you want. Okay, don't worry about future. Apply for front end dev on intern Chala, but no reply. Also tried AECTI something like that. Oh, okay, okay. You mean internship? Okay. Uh, dude, two companies you just apply, dude. You can't get from two companies. You have to apply for a lot. And please do projects. Projects are very important thing. If you're applying for a particular internship, particular domain, you should have some projects on the particular domain you're going for. Okay, please do that. Without projects, they won't care. They won't give a single fuck. Okay, please try to apply for sorry, please try to do projects on your domain. So for front end dev, you have to do front end projects, make a responsive website, do some JavaScripting, uh, something like that. Okay, you have to do, dude. No other way. You can't get a job without projects. And please put those projects in your Git, and please learn to use Git also. Okay, because Git is very important. Nowadays every company is using GitHub. Okay, go to GitHub, learn how to use Git commands. Whenever you're doing a project, learn to use Git from the start, from the origin itself. So whenever you're doing some change, Git, put commit into Git, push into GitHub, something like that. So if you go to YouTube and search how to use Git and all, you can get a lot of resources on that. You don't have to worry about it. Okay, got it? Don't think too much, man. Just chill, take your time, but don't forget to study. Don't forget to learn. Okay, dude, my college is very very good. Okay, it's a joke. Okay, my college doesn't have a lot of campus placements, so we got, I think, Hexaware. The company Hexaware. That company was there in placements. But other than that, all other companies we had to go. Basically, what my campus does is they take either public interviews, sorry, public placements, public jobs like Cognizant. Okay, okay. They'll take up Cognizant Pan India interview, and they'll copy the link, put it in my WhatsApp placement group. They think they are giving the placements, but they are not giving the placements actually. So it's like that. So something like that. They think everyone will think, okay, my college is doing the placements and all, but I know if he can directly go and apply in Cognizant website instead of giving the names to my college. It's like that, dude. They're basically taking superset. Superset. Yeah, TCS also, do TCS also. TCS also, we can directly go to the website and apply. Okay, and yeah, but TCS we can't do that. Yeah, yeah. TCS, got it. TCS you have to apply through college only, because TCS comes to every college, so you can easily go in TCS. That's not an issue. Wipro, no. Wipro, I didn't see any Wipro in my college. But I think Wipro is also like TCS only. Just now I gave my TCS interview, dude. So 27th I gave last month. It was pretty easy, not a big deal. But first, dude, you have a lot of time. First, concentrate on learning something. Okay, don't worry about not getting a job. Just learn, 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 learn as much as you can. Yeah, TCS was easy, dude. But I didn't get any mail yet. But it was easy. It was kind of easy. They asked like simple questions, dude, very simple. But I didn't get the. Yeah, aptitude was easy, dude. I prepared for. Actually, I'm very bad at aptitude. That's the only bad part. Okay. Yeah, coding was also easy. The first coding was very easy, but second coding was not easy. But there was a problem in my test, which is I didn't get the test cases right. Sorry, not test cases. The question was not right in my case, but generally it won't happen to people, so you can easily get the digital category. There are three categories: digital, prime, and ninja. So ninja is for 3.3 and 3.3 LPA, and digital was email board updated. Yeah, yeah, I'll get a mail. I got a mail. I even got a mail. I went for interview also, the final HR also. So that was good, dude. TCS was like very easy, man. Anyone can get TCS, dude. If they try, I mean. But TCS is very low paid. That's why a lot of people don't go. On campus, dude. Off campus also you can go, but I think off campus is for you have to pay something for the NQT exam. You have to pay something for off campus. I think thousand something rupees. You have to pay and you have to go and write the exam, and you can get the job. Dude, don't worry, man. Okay, one more thing. Stop worrying. Yeah, that's true, man. That's true. You have to do that. But people. I studied a lot. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, just last thing I'll say. I studied a lot, okay, and I learned a lot of uh, uh, softwares, lot of tools. HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React, um, like backend Node.js, React, Express.js. Everything I learned, and I'm good at it. When you're good at something, if they give you less package, this less package is also given to the person who don't know anything. That comparison, right? A person who don't doesn't know anything, they get the same package as the person who knows everything. That's that's like bad, right? That's why I don't want to get in that job. But anyways, if there is no other option, I have to go. That's fine. Yeah, yeah, man. All right. If you want, you can stay in the stream, or else please continue your work, or go and start studying, dude. Try to look into what domain suits you. You know. A permutation of an array of integers is an arrangement of its member into sequence or linear order. I have my second exam from 13 June, so I have to study for that. Oh, dude, wait. Is your college very strict? If your college is not very strict, don't stress on sem exams, dude. You can like use the last 2 days and get the marks. Just chill, dude. Chill. Okay, college exams are not hard. You can take it easily. But if it's hard, please do. Please. Okay. Got it, got it, got it. So yeah, then you gotta study, I think. My college exams were very easy, dude. I just use last time I got. Oh, okay. So you're a topper, man. If you're a topper, why do you worry, man? Mine is 8.7, dude. Mine is 8.74. It's not a topper and all. So you're better than me. So please continue. Please maintain that. Okay. I mean, CGPA doesn't matter at the end of the day, but yeah. I got it. I got it. Your college exam, your papers will go to the other universities or something like that. Yeah, I know. I know. What the fuck? 10. Oh my god. It's good, man. You never know what happened behind the scene. Okay. You don't know what happened, dude. I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that. It's like NTA 720 720 like happened in 20. Oh, okay. Neat, you mean? Dude, I know this is my first stream, man. Like I was doing it back like, last year. I'm gonna start doing it now. I'll be doing daily stream from today and tomorrow. I mean, sorry, from today I'll be starting till I don't know, man. Even if I get a job, I'll be streaming. I think I'll try to stream. I'll try to learn continuously. Okay, got it. So you can find me anytime, dude. Ah, okay, got it. Yeah, dude. Let's do that. But first, start road, dude. That is 20 LPA. Oh my god. But bro, if people like me come, they distract you from doing coding. Okay. Yeah. I know. It's okay, man. I'm always happy to help people. Okay. Don't worry, okay? You know, by talking to you guys, I can learn how to communicate well. So that is also a good thing. See, what is this? Turn off the chat and study. Okay. Okay. Okay, dude. Yeah, you can find me uh, every day. So yeah, sure. Please tune in. Yeah, dude. Bye bye. Combination of an array of integers and arrangement of its members into a sequence or linear order. Okay. For example, array 1, 2, 3. The following are the permutations of array 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1, 3, 3, 2, 3, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so two, last two, first, first. Okay. The next permutation of an array is the next lexicographically greater permutation of its integer. More formally, if all the permutations of the array are sorted in one container according to the lexicographical order, then the next permutation of the array is the permutation that follows in the sorted container If such arrangement is not possible, the array must be rearranged as the lowest possible order. Okay. Okay. Got it. 115 na? The next order. Okay, got it. Next lexicographically greater permutation of its integers. So 3, 2, 1 will we can't be interchanged because 3, 2, 1 3 is lesser, sorry, 3 is greater than 2 and 1. Okay, got it. How do I do this, bro? The replacement must be in place. Okay, oh, the replacement must be in place. Okay, so temp variable, so swapping basically. Mm, how do I do this? One, two, three. We can say 1, 3, 2. I don't know. I think I gotta see the case. Um, what the fuck? 91 views are. Oh my god. How do I do this? What are you doing? Coding. SD. This driver. No, I did this Pascal triangle. Don't uh don't say these things, bro, in live, okay? I got it. I solved one. No, I'm not turning off chat. I wanna answer to people if they ask me anything. I think next permutation I have to see YouTube. A new tab.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing
What things? If they ask any doubts or something. Right now I was answering a lot of the questions, dude.
is permutation. Now you're given an array and the array is containing integers. Over here there are 3 integers. Now these 3 integers can be rearranged in themselves. Now imagine if I rearrange 3, 1, 2, can I write them as 1, 2, 3? I can. If I bring the 1 to the first place, if I bring the 2 to the second place, if I bring the 3 to the third place, I can write them as 1, 2, 3. I can also rearrange 3, 1, 2 and write it as 3, 2, 1. I can also rearrange 312 and write it as 213. So if I ask you, how many possible rearrangements are possible? It'll be like, for 312, since there are 3 numbers, 3 factorial, very basic maths, 6 possible ways. I can rearrange them in 6 possible ways. Now, all of these ways are called permutation. Now, the question is asking you to find the next permutation. Now, what does next permutation means? When I say permutation, all the possible ways have to be written in the sorted order. So, if you see 1, 2, 3 is before 1, 3, 2. Now, what do you mean by sorted order? If you go to the dictionary, can I say 1, 2, 3 will always be smaller than 1, 3, 2? 1, 3, 2 will always be smaller than 2, 1, 3. Dictionary order, because 1, 2, 3, like 1, 2, 3 is smaller than 1, 3, 2. So you have to write them in dictionary order, in the sorted order, ascending way.
So like
And you have to find where is
graphical.
312.
Okay.
Can I say 312 appears here? It does in the sorted permutation. Now you have to find the next permutation after 312. And the next permutation is 3 to 1. So the answer to this that you have to return will be 3 to 1. Yes, this is what you have to return as an answer. Now you might be thinking of a possible edge case. What if the array was given as 3 to 1? So can I say for 3 to 1, these will be the possible permutations. But if I have to write the next permutation, 3 to 1 lies over here. And if I carefully observe, there is no one after 3 to 1. So what will be the next? Because there is no one. In such cases, you will fall back to the first possible rearrangement in the sorted order. Hence, the answer will be 1, 2, 3. If there is no one after this particular arrangement, you'll fall back to the first and the answer will be 1, 2, 3. If this question comes up in an interview, the first solution that you'll tell the interviewer will be of brute force solution. Now, what is a brute force solution? It is generically doing what the problem states. The problem was stating to generate, like, if you normally think, it's basically generating all the permutations. So I'll generate all the possible permutations. Once you have done that, can I say you'll get all of them? You will. Then you'll be like, where does 312 lie? And make sure you generate all of them in the sorted order. Then it is like, where does 312 lie? So probably I can do a linear search. I can iterate and I can find that 312 lies over here. So do a linear search in order to find where does 312 lie. Once you've figured out where it lies, can I say the next index permutation, like this one, the next index permutation, this one, will be your answer? Yes, that will be my answer. If there doesn't exist a next, then the first one will be my answer.
What?
Can I say the brute force will be comprising of these 3 particular steps? Yes. But now you'll be thinking, but how do I generate all the possible permutations? In order to generate all the possible permutations, you'll be using recursion. And I've already made a couple of videos on it. So there are 2 approaches. If you see the lecture 12 and lecture 13 from the recursion playlist, you'll get to know how to generate all the possible permutations. Now in an interview, you just have to mention these steps. Usually in an interview, you don't have to, because if you start coding the code for generating all the permutations in recursion, that will eat up a lot of time. That is why in an interview, you generally have to just say that this is what I'm thinking, generate all, do a linear search, and that's it. And that is when the interviewer will ask you, okay, what do you think will be the time complexity? I'm not diving deep into the time complexity. You'll find that in lecture 12 and lecture 13 of the recursion playlist. Let's just hypothetically analyze the time complexity. I know one thing. There are 3 numbers and there were 3 factorial, which is 6 possible permutations. So can I say if there are n numbers, there will be at minimum of n factorial. At minimum of n factorial permutations generated. And every permutation is of n length. So can I say at minimum, I do not know the algorithm. At minimum, if I go across to generate all, I'll end up taking n factorial to generate all, and each one of them is of length n. So this is what I'll at minimum take. N factorial into n. And if I give you an array of length 5, n factorial is 120. If I give you an array of length 15, n factorial is near about 10 to the power 12. Near about. Imagine the time it will take. 10 to the power 12 iterations. This is why this complexity is of extremely high order, and that is when you'll say that we will not be using it because it will end up taking a lot of time. So remember one thing, whenever you are in an interview, never ever deep dive into a brute force solution. Always tell it from a very high level, like generate all, linear search, the next will be my answer, because that is what the interviewer wants to listen. You should not start writing the code because that will end up wasting your time. Once you've told the steps on a very high level, just tell him that this is going to take a time complexity of a very high order. That is why I'll try to optimize it. Now, does there exist a better solution? It doesn't. Like, there doesn't exist any better solution. But still, for C++ user, you can say that I can use the STL library. So if you use the STL, there is an STL as next underscore permutation, over which if you pass the list, it will automatically change the array to the next permuted array. Got it? And then you can return that as an answer. But this is an STL, which is an inbuilt function. Now the interviewer might ask you, can you please implement that inbuilt STL? Like, I know there is an inbuilt next underscore permutation, but can you please implement it? And that is when you'll jump to the most optimal solution. If you're a Java or a Python user, what you can do is you can skip this part. If you're a C++ user, I'll highly recommend you to say this STL so that the interviewer gets an idea that you have a knowledge about STL as well. Okay, so time to understand the most optimal solution and knowing what happens behind that next underscore permutation in C++ STL. So the flow of the lecture will be first some observation using this particular example. And if you're a C++ user, I'll highly recommend you to say this STL so that the interviewer gets an idea that you have a knowledge about STL as well. Scope permutation in C++ STL. So the flow of the lecture will be first some observation using this particular example, and then we build our intuition. Once we've done that, we move on to the algorithm, and then we move on to the dry run. Once we have done all the 3 steps, we move on to writing the code. So at any moment you feel like jumping over, you'll find the timestamps in the video and you can jump over. So before taking this example and doing some observations, for a moment, let's go into the English dictionary. And imagine I've given you 3 words that match, 10 not be matching. And that is the reason it doesn't appear in between. So something we have seen in dictionary is the next elements or next elements tends to have a longer prefix match. So this is the first thing on which I'll start observing on the example that we have taken. So longer prefix match is what I'm looking for. Longer prefix match, because I know the next elements tends to have a very longer prefix match. Now over here we know something. We don't have all the possible combos. Like if you go to an English dictionary, you'll find all the possible words. But over here we are very restricted to these 7 integers. So we cannot exactly say that what will be the next because we are restricted. We do not have everything in the world. So we know one thing, in order to get the longer prefix match, we have to kind of keep a very long prefix match. That is something we know from the English dictionary. So the first thing, if I try to match everything, what will we get? We will get the same array. So this is definitely not something which will do. But if I try to just match this much, what will happen? 2, 1, 5, 4, 3, 0. There's only one number left that I can rearrange and make something. And I'll again get the same. So not possible. If I try to match all of them, it will be like 2, 1, 2, 1, 5, 4, 3. So I have 2 numbers. If I had something other like 9, 8, I could have written 98. But we just have 0, 0, which we have to rearrange. So if I try to rearrange, this will stay constant because prefix match. If I try to rearrange 0, 0, it cannot at max be 0, 0. So the number, like the array still stays the same. Perfect. So I'll try to match 4. Maybe 4 is possible. 2, 1, 5, 4. If I match 4, I will have 3 numbers. 3, 0, 0, which I can rearrange. I can probably put 0 here and then 3, 0. But this will be smaller. That's not possible. That's not possible. Maybe I can put 0, 0, 3. That's smaller. Whatever you try to do with these 3 numbers, you will not get anything that's bigger than that. So that is not possible. Maybe I can try to match 3. 2, 1, 5. 3 prefixes match. And then I have 4, 3, 0, 0. You can try out all combos. Like you can take 3, 4, 0, 0, smaller. You can take 4, 3, 0, 0, same. You can take 0, 0, 4, 3, smaller. You can take 0, 4, 3, 0, smaller. No one is greater than this. So 3 prefix match is not possible. Okay. I'll try to make 2 prefix match. 2, 1. And now we have this. If I write the same, that will give me the same. Not possible. If I write 45300, not possible. If I write 34500, not possible. Get anything greater. And why is that happening? Because you have a 5. You need someone greater than 5. Hear me out properly again. You have 5. In order to get greater, by keeping two prefixes same, you need probably a 6 or 7 over here in order to get greater. But that's not possible because among all the 5 numbers you have, no one is greater than 5. So whatever you rearrange will always be smaller. 2 prefix matches not possible. Can I just do 1 prefix match? Let's do this. Now I have 1, 5, 4, 3, 0. Can I put something like 5, 4, 3, 1, 0? I can. And can I say this is definitely after this? But is it right after this is my question. I can also have 2, 4, 5, 3, 1, 0. And this is also after this. But this one is before this. So I have to kind of find what is right after this. So I know one thing. I'll have 1 prefix match. I will have 1 prefix match. Now there can be 5 over here. And then 4, 1, 3, 0. There can be 5, 1, 4, 3, 0. There can be 5, 3, 4, 1, 0. There can be a lot of arrangements that you can make. But can you write something like this? 0, 0, 4, 5, 3, 1. You cannot because this 0 is smaller than this. So this is not possible. So what is the thing that you have to take care? You're matching till here. This is where you're changing from. So your target will be to get someone who is greater than 1. That is for sure. So
Yes. 1.
who will be that greater guy? You want the next. You don't want the very, very next. Because if you take 2, 5, it's way ahead. Because we can also take 2, 4. We can also take 2, 3. Which one will you prefer taking? Will you prefer taking 2, 5, 2, 4, 2, 3? 2, 0 is out of question. 2, 0 is out of question. 2, 1 is out of question. Because 0 is smaller, 1 is smaller. Which one will you take? It'll be like
Minimum.
someone who's greater than 1, but the smallest. So out of 3,
Okay.
4, 5, who are greater than 1, who is the smallest? 3. So you'll end up taking 3. Got it? So this is the observation that I'm forming. So before going to the next set of observations, let's try to conclude on this first observation and try to build that algorithm that gives me that, okay, there's just one element of, probably gives me something out of this observation. So why was this not possible? The simple answer is we have 4 and we need someone greater than 4. And no one out of these elements were greater than 4. Thereby it was not possible. So I knew this. Why was 2, 1 not possible? Because we need someone greater than 5 and there was no one greater than 5. But why was 2 possible? Because we had so many greater than 1. Something did you observe? 0. So if I try to draw the graph, 0, 0, 3, 4, and then 5. So do you see a graph forming? And then there's 1 here. So there's a certain break point. And that's what you have to figure out, the break point. You have to figure out the break point. Why? Because if everything is increasing. So you have nothing on the right that's smaller. The moment you find the break point, you're sure that on the right of 1, everything is smaller. So you have to figure out the break point. So what you'll do is you'll try to run a loop and you'll try to figure out the break point. So this will be your I and this will be your I plus 1. And I can say the break point will be whenever A of I tends to be smaller than A of I plus 1. Very simple observation. We need to figure out the breakpoint. So the conclusion from the first set of observation is find the breakpoint. Once you have done that, then let's move on to the next set of observation. What was the next set of observation? We say 2 will stay. But instead of 1, whom did we take? Did we take 5? Did we take 4? Did we take 3? Whom did we take? We did take 3. Why? So, if you look at the right of 1, now these 2 elements are smaller than 1 and these 3 elements are greater than 1. Can I say this? And if you take 5, it's far. If you take 4, it's close. If you take 3, it's further close. So what did you try to take? You will try to take someone who is slightly greater than 1. So that if you take 1 did we say
1 minute. Okay.
observation is find the breakpoint. Once you have done that, then let's move on to the next set of observation. What was the next set of observation? We say 2 will stay. But instead of 1, whom did we take? Did we take 5? Did we take 4? Did we take 3? Whom did we take? We did take 3.
Just a minute.
Why?
Just a minute. Notifications. Do not disturb. Uh, remove. Okay.
So, if you look at the right of 1, now these 2 elements
Okay.
are small. So,
How do I
of
do
1,
this?
next set of observation. We say 2 will stay. But instead of 1, whom did we take? Did we take 5? Did we take 4? Did we take 3? Whom did we take? We did take 3. Why? So,
Greater
if
than
you
0?
look at the
Sorry,
right
this,
of 1,
greater than
now
1.
these 2 elements are smaller than 1 and these 3 elements are greater than 1. Can I say this? And if you take 5, it's far. If you take 4, it's close. If you take 3, it's further close. So what did you try to take? You will try to take someone who is slightly greater than 1. So that's 3. So what you'll do is, since you know this is increasing, this is in increasing order, you'll start iterating. 0, are you greater than 1? 0, are you greater than 1? 3, oh 3, you are greater. So I will take this 3 here. I will take this 3 here. That's what my observation is. Second one will be find someone greater than 1. But the smallest one. Because you have to find greater than 1. So 3, 4, 5 was greater, but you have to find the smallest so that you stay close. So the observation is so that you stay close. Got it? So the second step is kind of clear. So I'll take 3. I'll take 3. And what I'll do subtly is I've taken 3. Okay. So first 2 places are filled. What are we left with? We are left with, can I say 5, 4,
What the fuck?
1 and 000. These are the numbers that we are
What the
left with.
fuck?
5, 4, 0, 0, 1. How would you like to place it on these places? Just think and tell me. Now, can I say 2, 3 is now greater than 2, 1? 2, 3 is now greater than 2, 1. So, what should be a third priority to keep this thing as small as possible? And how can you do this? You'll be like, now, since 2, 3 is greater than 2, 1, how you place them doesn't matter. But you need to keep it small. So, will you prefer placing it like this? Tell me 0, 0, 1, 4, 5. Yes, because that will keep the number small. It's already greater here. So, I'll try to place in a sorted order. So, try to place remaining in sorted order. So, these three observation will build the intuition for the algorithm that I'm going to write. I hope you've got the intuition. Very simple. Try to get as long prefix match as possible. So I got the longest prefix match by finding the breakpoint. Next, once you figured out the breakpoint, after the longest prefix, try to put someone who is slightly greater than this guy. And this was 3 in this case. So put, once you've made this greater, fill this out as small so that it's right next Got the 3 intuitions or observations? Now it's time to think of the algorithm. So it is now time to design the algorithm on the basis of the 3 observations we did. And you know the intuitions behind these observations. So, coming to the first observation, find the longest prefix match. I know this much matched, and this was the breaking point where we increased 0, 3, 4, 5, and there was a dip over here. Can I say there was a dip over here? Because after 5, there was a smaller number 1. So, let's take an array like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can I say if I've been given an array of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, in this case, this is the smallest permutation. And the largest, like the last permutation will be this, can I say? And over here, if you see, there's an upward curve, like the numbers increase 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's no dip. Why is there no dip? Because this is the last. So no prefix you can match. But over here, if you see, right here, there's a dip. Yes, because 5 is increasing, like 5 is the starting, and there's a dip, suddenly to 4. So the dip is here. Why? Because then you can say 1, 2, 3 will match, and the 5 and 4, you can just take someone greater than 4. You can just take someone greater than 4. So you have taken. That's why. Got it? And away you cannot. Thereby there was no dip. So there was a dip here. So which is the last index where you can have a dip? So it's like n minus 2 is the last index where you can have a dip. Where you can have a dip. I can say that. So what you'll say is, the first step is very short. Find out this particular index. Find out this particular index. So you can say that for I is equal to n minus 2, I greater than 0, I minus minus. If at any moment array of I comes down to be a dip value, then you can say index, can you store the value of I and can you break down? And what you can do is you can keep the initial index as maybe minus 1. And if it is minus 1, then you don't need to do anything. You can say that this particular array is your answer. You can just reverse this particular array and that will be your answer. If you see, if there is no dip, then this is the, like, lexicographically the biggest one. So you just reverse it, you'll get your answer. So that is a very simple algorithm. If there is no dip, which means index is minus 1, then you just reverse the array and that will be your answer. So this is a edge case that you have to take care. Whenever the given array is the last one. Okay, done. So we have our index pointed here. So I can say I've done the first observation. What is the second? Find out someone greater than 1, but the smallest of that. Like someone greater than 1, 5 is greater, 4 is greater, 3 is greater. But you need someone who's the smallest but greater than 1. Smallest but greater than 1. So it'll be like 0, 0, 3, 4, 5. So there's a increasing curve. So you can start from the back. 0, are you greater? 0, are you greater? 3, are you greater? He says, yeah, yes, I'm greater. So I'll be like, cool, do that. So what you'll do is you'll find this greater and you'll swap it. You will swap it. Why swap? I'll tell you. You just swap it. Swap. Done. So I'll go across and say I is equal to n minus 1 and I can go on till the index, the breakpoint, and I can go on like this. And if array of I is greater than array of the breakpoint, which is index, you will say, can you please swap array of I and array of index? Once you have done that, can you please break? And this will be under the if and the for loop ends. Quite simple. Now I've swapped it. So after swapping, 1 will come here, 3 will go here. Why did I swap? I'll tell you. So the second point is also done. So I can say 2, 3 got placed. 2, 3 got placed in the correct order. What about the next? Previously it was 2, 1. So now we have 2, 3. 2, 3 is greater than 2, 1. What do we have? 5, 4, 1, 0, 0. I know I'm already greater. So I need small. So what is my thing? 0, 0, 1, 4, 5. How can you get this? Either you sort this, but you knew one thing. It was always in the increasing order. And if you swap 3 and 1, it will still stay in the increasing order. So if it's an increasing order, you need the reverse now. Isn't it? So can I say I will reverse? Can I say I'll reverse from here to here? If I reverse, what will happen? 0, 0, 1, 4, 5. Because I need as small. because 2, 3 is already greater than 2, 1. So I can just make it as small as possible. So what I'll say is, can you please reverse the array from the index, like the breakpoint, +1 till the last index? This is what you'll say. Please reverse it. And this will complete the third observation part. Can I say once you've done this, you actually have your next permutation? Yes, you do have. And this will be your algorithm. I have also done the dry run with the algorithm. Let's quickly code it up. Make sure you try out the problem from the problem link in the description. So coming back to the code editor, we are given the list.
Let's try this, bro. Next permutation. So void. So we don't have to return anything. No data type to be defined. So we have nums and nums. Nums is the array. Okay. So what we'll do, nums, we don't know the length of the nums. So n is equal to nums dot length, and for okay is greater than 0. If -2, if n of, sorry, if nums of I is lesser than nums of I plus 1, then we'll say index is equal to the I value. Okay, so you have to define the index. int int index -1. Okay, so now we got the index. So now we got the index of the breakpoint. So now from the breakpoint we have to take the right side elements from the breakpoint. So we found the breakpoint. So again, what we are doing, we are finding the next element which is going to be replaced in the element, in the current index element. So from the right side, so for I is equal to n minus 1, again I this time greater than nums of I, nums of index, okay, of index I minus minus. This should be right. So from the last we are taking, it should be greater than nums of index. That is true. Whichever is the, so we found that value. So once if nums of index is uh, greater than
nums of I, sorry, if nums of I is greater than of I is greater than nums of x, sorry, lesser. So இதில் வந்து it should be greater. No, 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 no. No, I don't think this should be equal, greater than equal to 0. First we'll run it. How many errors? Sub op forma. Shit. So we'll say I, comma, and x. Oh shit. How do I add this? Let's try our own thing, man. Int I is equal to let's say the enter the n also then. Okay, nums comma n. So we'll say I is equal to n minus 1, I greater than or equal to 0, I minus minus nums of I. Dude, I think I forgot how to append. I mean, I don't know what is this. How to append? Oh, got it. Got it. Got it. Okay, got it. Got it. Got it. N minus. So n is 0. So 0 to the n of I. Okay. Correct. Is it right? Is it right? Is it right? Is it right? Oh, I forgot. What the fuck? Okay, Fireman. Oh shit. Hmm. சரி சரி
ஓகே. அந்த வீட்ல அந்த வீட்ல பாக்குறேன். ஓ how do I reverse a string, bro? Okay, let's see. How do I do it?
What was the first thing we did? We figured out, yes. Let's try from the back. So probably we can just store the size, and that's a dot size. And we know we will be
Okay.
starting off from this, and we can go on. Let's go ahead. And I know one thing, if
Yeah, I
array
did
of
this.
I is smaller than array of I plus 1, that means it's a break. So I go ahead and say, hey,
Okay.
this is my break index, and you can break.
Break.
But if there
Okay.
was no break index, the given one was the last. So I'll say reverse. So in C++, we have this function. Again, the Java code will be in the description. Make sure you check it out. And over
Okay. Java, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh my god. Where is it, bro? What the hell? Okay, it's not there. I think I have to go here. This one. Uh, Java, Java, Java. Where is the Java, bro? Where is the solution? Solution, this one? Mm-hmm. Where is the solution? So, solve. Uh, I just need the Java code, bro. Where is it? Where is it? Code. Java. Uh, yeah, this is. Yeah, this one. Yeah, collections dot reverse. Oh, okay. But collections dot reverse. Um, only if it's a list. What if it's a array? How do I reverse it? Collections dot reverse of A. I'm not returning anything. It just has to swap it in place. In place. Okay. So can I do this? Mm, after reversing it, I'll just say nums is equal to reversed. Will this work? Okay. Mm-hmm. Expected 132. Output is 123. Oh, didn't do anything. Okay. And did you get upon Yo. Okay, guys. What do you do? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a break. I think. Oh shit. The thing is, I didn't eat from afternoon. Chuck, chuck, nuba, chuck ba, chuck, chuck, chuck ba, chuckity, chuckity, chuckity. Look at this, look at this. Look at Chuck, Chuck. Give her camera. Choo 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 choo, choo 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 choo. Choco, Chuck. Hey, Chuck. Here. Wait. Okay, guys, I'm gonna take a break. I'll be back. See you soon. I'll be having a lunch. I'll be back. Okay. Bye bye. From tomorrow I'll plan not to take a break. I'll just put the scene on empty and I'll eat my lunch and then I'll continue from there. Okay. Yeah. Bye, guys. See you soon. See you. Bye bye. I'll take a break. I'll try to come back. I don't know if I'll come back because the time is already 8. If I'm not, if I'm not sleepy, I'll definitely come back. Okay, guys. Okay, see you. Bye bye. Peace. Okay, peace. This time. Peace. Peace.